Welcome to another episode, everyone. Chiraq Goons. Individuals from Chicago here are talking about LA gangs and the difference between Chicago gangs and LA gangs. The headline reads, Big Homie CC responds to his response to LA gang culture debate versus Chicago. There are no Los Angeles gangs in Chicago. The headline, the title reads, apparently there has been a debate going on the internet about LA gangs versus Chicago gangs. I guess perhaps who is the toughest? I don't know what the debate is necessarily. I know that Jaleese had said something on one of her podcasts with 607 Unc and King Yella sitting next to her. And she said that individuals, to paraphrase from Chicago, bow down to individuals from LA, that they get pressed. These individuals here clearly take exception to that take by Jaleese, and they are essentially coming after LA gang members. The dude here in the MAGA hat says that the LA gangs cannot mess with Chicago gangs whatsoever. I'm not here to promote any beef or back and forth or even continue the debate between Chicago versus LA. Because at the end of the day, it's all stupid. It's all genocide. We're only talking about who's the toughest as it relates to deleting one another. And so we're all cowards because until we put the guns down or turn them outward and stop pointing the weapons at one another, and if we're going to point them at the people who need to be pointed at, then ain't none of us tough. We're not doing anything but taking one another out. That's not tough. That's dumb. That's self-hatred. That's indoctrination. That's white supremacy. Fools.
Hey, homie, you recently had a conversation with a young lady, and she said, GD niggas, LA niggas be
Shout out Jaleese, man.
Yeah. What was the context in that conversation where she was trying to? Because she said LA niggas run over Chicago niggas.
Right. So
that's cap. That's bap. That's cap.
So look, she said that LA guys be victimizing Chicago guys, and that LA guys go to Chicago and be untouched.
Yeah.
So then when I said, I'm insane, she said, it's insane Crips in Chicago. I say, no, it's not.
It's what?
She said, when I say I'm insane, she said, so you one of the Crips? Damn. I'm like, sweetheart, there are no
Crips in Chicago.
There are no LA gangs in Chicago, but there are Chicago gangs in California. She didn't know this. You see what I'm saying? So, I was just laughing because, bro, you can ask Trump right now, bro, like motherfucker, like we respect each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's just seeing some Chicago niggas go and put belt on shit in Cali.
I was just going to say, allegedly.
Allegedly. You see what I'm saying? So, shout out to Jaleese, bro.
Man, Cali can't fuck with us, man. It can't fuck with a picture of us. No type of way.
I don't even understand how she got into that thought process. Like I love Cali. I love every bit.
First of all, as I said, the MAGA hat with this old light-skinned dude is throwing me off. Maybe he think he white or something because he light, bright, damn near white. When was America ever great for the black man walking around with a Make America Great Again hat? You're disqualified from any conversation about black culture, as far as I'm concerned. You're disqualified. You have nothing else to say. And he says that LA can't F with Chicago. Man, please. First of all, again, this is not, I'm covering this, so I'm going to give my opinion, my perspective, but this is not a beef back and forth with any Chicago dudes. I don't know what the beef is about or the internet back and forth anyway, or how it started or why it started. I know Jaleese made some comments, as I said, and as they're talking about, but I don't know if that started it because she made some comments. She's not even from LA. Chicago has 3 million people. California has 40 million. LA has 10 million alone. Chicago has 3. Man, knock it off. And there are no big gangs or none of that from Chicago and LA. No, sir. What are you talking about? There are individuals that migrate from Chicago to LA and hang out and let it be known where they're from or whatever. And they're able to survive, because we're too busy out in LA and California beefing with whatever gangs that the gangs are beefing with, not individuals from Chicago. But don't mistake that for being some sort of soft individuals or whatever, because you may be welcome in the city. Don't change that with this sort of rhetoric. Okay, big fella?
Big city in Cali. LA, we respect Cali, but for her to just say that, come on, that don't even make sense. That's like some shit starting shit.
Folks, she thought
You know what I'm saying?
that the Black Peace Stones was started in Cali.
Everybody know that motherfucker from the motherland, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I know for a fact, we see, and this is what she got to understand. The breakdown is that when he said,
You naming one gang, that's one gang that one individual came out, T. Rogers from Chicago, and started the Black Peace Stone in LA. But there are a million gangs in LA. Y'all keep going back to one gang every time I hear these type of individuals talk about Chicago or LA or whatever. That's one gang. You know how many gangs, maybe not in Chicago. You say there are no LA gangs in Chicago, that's fine. But you know how many LA gangs there are around the world in other states? You name it, Arkansas, Portland, Texas. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Las Vegas, LA gangs, 60s, Hoovers, Crips, East Coast, you name it. In New York, everywhere, Crips, Bloods, everywhere. All started from LA. So don't name one gang that came from Chicago that's in LA when there are millions of gangs all around the world that come from LA.
it ain't no Crips and Bloods in Chicago, he basically letting them know there's no sets of that in Chicago.
No sense.
It may be some of their members, but as far as like you go somewhere and be like, man, the Crips over there, no. But you definitely can go anywhere in America, you're gonna find them Chicago demonstrations down.
So, what is the fundamental difference between like a Chicago gang and LA gang? Is there any real difference? Is it structured differently? Like,
No, it's all good. As I said, I don't even know who these other individuals are. This individual in this disrespectful MAGA hat, who should not be in the community and should not be speaking on any politics inside of the black community. Since you look like that and you got on this MAGA hat, you're done. You're cooked. You have no opinion on black culture, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care about anything that comes out of his mouth or anyone else that has on a MAGA hat. You get it? The other individuals, I know he calls himself here on the left, Big Homie CC, or what have you, and I don't know who the other dude is here on the right. Nevertheless, whoever they are, clearly, apparently, they're all from Chiraq, they're all from Chicago. It's okay to have faith and love for your city or where you come from, but just don't get on here starting stuff, even though you're responding or reacting to some stuff Jalise said and the question was posed to you. But don't, this individual here in the middle saying what he said, LA can't F with Chicago and this and that, and then making it seem like as if you guys can just come out to LA and everything is kosher, but we can't do the same thing in Chicago. Don't get it mistaken. If you have been allowed to do that, you have been allowed to do that. Don't revoke your privileges. Don't do that. Don't get on this internet popping it about California and about LA and talking about you're out in LA and you can do that because you're worldwide and this and that. You're 3 million deep. We're 40 million deep. 10 million deep in LA alone. Knock it off. We're going to keep it kosher because we're trying to put the weapons down in LA anyway. This is at least my aspiration and many others. It is not about who is the toughest anyway, or who is the deepest, who commits the most violence. Because when we are talking about violence, when it relates to LA, California, or Chicago, or New York, or Atlanta, it doesn't matter. Portland, Oregon, it's the same thing everywhere. And that is violence committed by black people against other black people. In Chicago, you guys are not taking the fight to anyone other than other black people. And it's because we are easy targets. The murders are rarely investigated. They still haven't found Biggie's murderer. One of the most famous rappers of all time, they still ain't found his murderer. Tupac, they just now finally, a couple years ago, trying to lock someone up for that 30 years later. If they can't solve their murder, who else murder you think they're solving in the hood? So we're easy targets because we're easy victims. You can kill a black person and get away with it in this country, like the police do all of the time. And since we're so brainwashed and indoctrinated with self-hatred and white supremacy, which many black people subscribe to and love so much, whether they know it or not, then we target our own. Subconsciously, we know that if we target, let's say, a white person, we're going to prison. We're going to death row. We're going to jail. We're certainly going to get caught, and the murder is going to be investigated and solved. So we wouldn't dare. We target our own because we're easy targets. You can do a drive-by in the hood and more than likely get away with it. Roughly 43% of murders in the country go unsolved as a whole, no matter the race. In general, 43% of murders go unsolved. So nearly half of the people who are murdered get no justice. Nearly half of the people who commit murders get away with it. In this country, as a whole, as it relates to black individuals, specifically, the number increases dramatically as it relates to the conviction rate for killing a black person, no matter who does the killing, even another black person. You can kill a black person and get away with it. And that's why we target our own. That's part of the reason. Because we're too scared to target someone else. So we target one another. So I don't want to hear about who's the freaking toughest anyway. Because we're only tough against one another. You're talking about how tough you are as it relates to putting one in another black man's head, but wouldn't dare do anything to anyone else. You're a coward. I don't want to hear it.
Do y'all have a color? Like, what would make the difference between?
I mean, it's definitely a difference. It's definitely a difference. Like,
because
I'm all different wars.
I'm a civilian nigga. Yeah, if you could just give me, if I was trying to, because you go to LA, they say you can't wear a hat.
Right. And then like certain clothes and shit.
But in Chicago, a hat is a nigga.
Nah. Give me
so it's like I don't
say. So look. I'm gonna say this, right? Like in the 90s, having your hat cocked like this or to the left was dangerous.
That's Crucial Conflict was banging. That's the first time I heard Crucial Conflict. You should have broke it to the left, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Crucial Conflict.
And colors was involved too. You know,
colors was like, definitely a thing.
Like, as far as with the guys blue and black.
So, let's speak to the civilians. That are just coming to Chicago. Where can a nigga go? Where can he not go? Where's the safest place for him? And what should he have?
staying away from that motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. Like in Chicago,
Airport.
Ain't no
say the airport.
I ain't gonna lie
Trying
to
to say
you.
the airport.
Short enough, man, you look like somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go to any neighborhood, they gonna feel like you know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Chicago's so fucked up and so crazy to the point to where it's like, and people be getting this shit misconstrued, thinking like niggas from Chicago just try to big they city up. No, it's really a fucking difference, man.
It is a difference.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the average motherfucker, especially if you young or got dreads or a certain look, you just can't go to any neighborhood. You can't barely even go downtown. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, Joe.
We was just watching a video. I seen a DDG. He was in the hotel room. He was looking out at Chicago. He's like, man, it's beautiful.
Yeah, LA is the same way. Of course, can't go to certain neighborhoods, not just LA, California, period. Sacramento, and the IE, you name it. Freaking Vallejo, Oakland, you can't go to certain neighborhoods. And that is really nothing. And he's saying the same thing as transpiring there in Chicago. I don't doubt this. But that is nothing to be boastful about. That is something to be ashamed of. Because guaranteed, Donald Trump can come over there. Charlie Sheen can walk through. Brad Pitt can walk through there to any one of those neighborhoods. And people going to crowd around them and hug them and jump on their balls. But I can't come over there. I can't come over there with my own people. I can't come over there. But they can. You got to be ashamed of yourself. You got to be ashamed. Shame on you. Shame on us. Shame on all of us. You got to be ashamed. This is nothing to be boastful about. This is shameful.
Out here, man. He's like, what the fuck is niggas doing?
I was just with him yesterday in Mila.
Yeah.
The thing is, like in Chicago, it is a beautiful city. So I feel like the best food in the world, architecture, history. It's just that in Chicago, like everybody resorts to violence fast. Like, don't even blow your horn in traffic if you're not ready to have a bang out. G, like this is just facts. So you know, like as we travel around, like our timing is just different because we know everybody's on that. But when we out here, like the guys in Dallas is the smoothest players until they not. You see what I'm saying? In Chicago, it's murder over money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like that in other places, but out there, boy,
Y'all fucked the bag up for the murder.
oh, they don't even want to get no money.
Most of them don't even know how to get money like the. No, I ain't gonna say.
And honestly, it's the same way in California. Dudes don't really care about money. Got certain individuals, certain ballers from their hood. Other than that, they don't care about money. It's all about gang violence against one another, of course. So it's the same thing, but I don't mean to go back and forth with the comparisons, but just everything that they're saying about Chicago, it's the same thing for California. It's the same thing for LA. I don't get the point that they're pushing is, and the fact that it's murder over money, again, is nothing to boast about. The fact that none of you individuals are guided or directed enough to go to school, to learn, to educate yourself, to be an entrepreneur, start businesses in the community, to employ individuals in the community and help them grow into their own entrepreneurship, to where they get their own businesses and so forth and so on. There's nothing to boast about. That you're a murder over money. So you saying y'all out there broke, y'all out there dusty and broke, y'all don't care about money, y'all just care about killing another black man. Hoo, 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 hoo. Clap it up for them. They some killers out there. They'll kill you, they'll kill me. They ain't gonna kill nobody else though.
Nah,
But you know, that's why I respect Trump a lot, because
Yeah, Trump, what well, first off, how the fuck you get to you picked a terrible time You fucking up the gas. How you get the name? How you get the name Wonder Trump?
He respect Trump so much. So not only are they, so no wonder. No wonder they're with this genocide. No wonder they are boasting and bragging about killing another black man and how strong they are and how tough their city is as it relates to being murder over money, murder first. You better not even blow your horn out there in Chicago unless you're ready to jump out the car and have a bang out with a weapon. It's that serious out there because they're a bunch of killers. As it relates to a black man, of course. If you're a black man, you better not blow your horn at another black man out there. If you are Ashton Kushner, you're good. Hell, if you're Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, you're good. No wonder they are prone to genocide and have a propensity to delete other black men out there. Well, they support Donald Trump, a proven racist, a PDF file, Donald Trump, a rapist, who abused a 13-year-old girl and slapped the 13-year-old girl when she bit him down there. It's all in the Epstein files. Donald Trump has cut more black employment than any other president in the last 100 years since Woodrow Wilson, who targeted black in government employment jobs, gutted them, and replaced them with white supremacists. This is what Donald Trump has done in the last 16 months, has gutted more black government jobs than any other president in the last 100 years. Black unemployment has risen under Donald Trump more than any other president in the last 100 years. This is not by accident, folks. This is by design. So any black man who's on the internet talking about he supports Donald Trump is a traitor to his community. It's what you are. I'm talking about any one of you. Unsubscribe to the channel now. I'm talking about you too. If you're listening and you're one of them, you are a traitor to me and my beliefs and my people. Donald Trump does not want freedom for us in no way, shape, or form. They just overturned the Voting Rights Act, the civil rights that's been around since 1964. This administration just overturned it. They are targeting the black community. Go look at MS Now and you will see. Listen to Rachel Maddow. They are targeting, she has receipts. They are targeting the black community now. The Trump administration. And you don't hear talking about this is who you have so much respect for. You don't respect me. You don't respect your brethren. You don't respect your fellow brother. He can't get caught in a certain neighborhood out there. You just said it. You don't respect us. You don't respect your own people. But you don't hear talking about how much you respect Donald Trump, and this other Tom is sitting here with a Donald Trump hat on. When America has never been great for black people, it has been nothing but a nightmare. The only fact that we are here and thriving and flourishing now is a testament to our resilience. It is against the will of these devils. They do not want this. It is through our own agency and volition that we are able to flourish. Through our own creativity and strength and resilience. No one else's. We are swimming against the tide, always in this country. And this is the administration that you support, one of the most racist administrations in the history of this country, and that's saying a lot. And we're in the 2000s. The same administration who just a couple of months ago let a post loose from Donald Trump's account of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama looking like animals, chimpanzees. You ought to be ashamed of yourself on here boasting and bragging about how tough you are as it relates to killing other black men and how much you support Donald Trump in the same breath. All of y'all are traitors to the community, and you shouldn't be allowed in any black neighborhood. You are the ones that shouldn't be allowed, but black people are too nice, too loving, and too forgiving. We'll let people like this in the community calling shots, walking around with a Make America Great hat on. You come in the hood with that on, we take it off your head, boy. That's how it's supposed to go. This is not a game. You come in the hood with that on, bow, we take it off your head. Take your head off your shoulders with the hat on. Your head and the hat over there and your body over here, boy. It's not a game. And any of you corpulent individuals got a problem with what I'm saying. Big dude here, big homie CC, and this other big dude right here. What's up? We can handle that, bro.
Why you got that hat?
First, my name was Wonder Bread. Then I felt like I got to a level where I ain't want to share with none of these goofballs. Trump was building a wall, so I felt like I wanted to put a wall up with me and all these goofies. I came.
That's all. I give you that.
Yeah.
Yes. So, boy, you're from Chicago as well?
Yeah.
Give us some of your experiences growing up in the city. You know,
Man, I done had all type of experience. I mean, I done been shot motherfuckers in jail. My life on the line, going to trial with a public offender, beating 2 attempt murders. The prosecutor for John Wayne Gacy, that was my judge. He really didn't like me, but I guess I got a blessing. 2 weeks before trial, something was going on with him and they gave me a substitute judge. I went to a jury trial and beat my case,
So I gotta ask, how's everybody beating their case around this bitch? Like in Chicago, in Texas, that's not really like a thing. Like we don't really beat cases around here. The case beat you out here. So in Chicago,
though, I mean.
Yeah, how y'all beating those cases? And see, these dudes drinking. See, they both got cups in their hand. They going back to it's the alcohol. Dudes intoxicated. Like Jalise be getting drunk. Y'all got to put these cups down. That's how y'all get down in Chicago, huh? Out here running your mouth. This individual here, I've been shot and I beat attempted murders. That's a daily routine in Los Angeles, California, partner. That's nothing. You dudes that lost y'all mind getting on this internet. All of y'all, Charleston White, Poetic Flacco. I'm sick of you dudes. Y'all done lost y'all mind attacking LA time in and time out, thinking that something is sweet out there. You all have been allowed to come out and chill and not be attacked. Be thankful for that. Be grateful, but don't mistake that for someone being soft out there and come on here popping like, yeah, we can go out there and do whatever we want to do, because it ain't like that out there. They ain't own that out there. Yeah, they own that. There's certain places I'm not going in LA. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about. Y'all keep on thinking stuff sweet, bro.
You know, sometimes you go to a jury trial and pick a jury, I guess you get a blessing, but if it's like beatable by law, you got the right lawyer, you could do it with like the right judge or whatever, if the judge going by the law or whatever, so.
And then another thing, not to cut you off, another thing though, like a lot of cases get beat because the wrong people point a finger. Like you got people just pointing that finger like that don't mean just because you got charged don't mean you gonna niggas get found guilty when they run their mouth. That's the 100% way of getting yourself gone to that pen. You know what I'm saying? Like just like if you keep your mouth closed, you got a 90-some% chance, man. And that's even with somebody pointing their finger at you. So imagine you ain't got no victim doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it don't even be the situation. It be the people just want to get you off the streets to die down in that area.
Is that big in Chicago? Nigga tell on you just to get you off the street?
Oh hell yeah, boy! I got guys right now doing 60-something years like for nothing.
Fuck out the streets. Let them get on their phone and that girl don't answer 2 times and they think she doing some dick.
Okay, there you have it. I've said enough. Let me know what you think in the comments. Big homie CC there, Chicago Goons, whoever the other dudes were. Chicago is turned up and they're a bunch of killers, GDs and whatever else. LA is soft. They can do whatever they want to do when they come to LA. Let them tell it. Let all these dudes tell it. I don't want no problems, and my people don't want no problems. We don't want no problems in LA. We have enough problems. We're trying to solve our problems now. We don't want to kill each other anymore. We want to put the weapons down. We don't want to help. We don't want to facilitate white supremacy. We want to be smarter than that from here on out. But you guys, y'all don't keep on trying us. You hear me? None of y'all. Don't keep trying us. Don't do it. Stay safe and stay free, people.